Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Friday Night at the Game. Tonight's game features a matchup between city rivals Plattsburgh High School and Seton Catholic and boys high school hockey action from 1993. Players in both PHS and Seton Catholic knew each other well. The players had played together for years for Plattsburgh youth hockey, many of them since they were 5 years old. They had a great deal of success as teammates during those younger years, but that did not get in the way of their bitter rivalry in high school as the Hornets and Knights battled for City of Plattsburgh supremacy. Tonight's game was played at the Crate Memorial Civic Center. Rick Knowles called the game, and Dewey Perkins added color commentary. The video for this game is not ideal, but the game as action is worth the watch. Friday Night at the Game is sponsored by Charlie the Great Pyrenees. You can read about Charlie's adventures on Amazon.
Coverage through Falcon Cable. Face off just outside the Hornets blue line. Myers controls it for Plattsburgh. For Ryan Miller. Ryan dumps it in, taken by the Knights. Glenn Coupel brings it up to center. Father in the play by Despres. He dumps it in behind the net, picked up by Jan Sherman. Played off the boards for Miller. Quickly for Despres. Despres picks it up to center. Moves around one man. Tries to find Myers, but it's broken up by Greg Judd. Hornets dump it in. Knights control it behind their own net. Scoreless from the Crate Center. 9:22 to go, first period. Coupel will dump it into the Plattsburgh zone. Despres out of the net. Stops it there, and it's picked up by EP. In the corner with it now. Knights look to center. Goaltender down. They score. Well, so much Dewey for Plattsburgh getting the first goal.
It's a rather classic example of a mix-up in our zone where our defenseman did not pick up the open man in front of the net, and in goes the puck.
I think the goaltender might have gone down to the ice a bit too soon, something that we saw quite a bit in the Salmon River Plattsburgh game.
Exactly.
Salmon River goaltender. So the Knights break out on top. The goal comes at 5:55.
And also, Rick, when they do give that rebound, and if you're not covering that open man, in the net it goes.
Knights play it around to the far side. Here's the announcement. Corey Carpenter gets credit for the goal. They try to poke at it. Puck down. Despres comes out and pounces on it. And we get a whistle with 8:38 remaining in the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Brian Despres. King takes the face-off against Dan Despres. Hornets control it. Sherman plays it off the boards for Myers. Puck comes out to center. Now far side, Ryan Miller drops it back into his own zone. Look out, that was dangerous. Sherman has to dive after it. Here come the Knights. The shot deflects wide.
Nice pass.
2-on-1 for Plattsburgh. Despres moves in. Myers near side. Despres.
Nice shot.
What a shot.
Yeah. First time I've seen him shoot the puck this season.
Was
and
that
he put
a
it
shot
in.
or what?
That's what he needs to do all the time.
That was a blast.
Beautiful, beautiful shot.
A cannonading blast. The goal comes at 6:02. Or 6:52, rather.
You know, we got to give Miller a lot of credit for a heads-up pass coming out of that zone. Beautiful pass.
1-1 the score. 8 minutes remaining here in the second period. Now Eric Pomeroy at center ice. Dumps it into the Seton zone.
Icing.
Now the Knights play it down ice, and they will be called for the icing. 7:49 remaining. We are tied at 1. Early goals from Corey Carpenter and Dan Despres. That goal might have there, that shot rather from Despres might have beaten a few NHL goaltenders. Puck ends up in the stands. Who caught that one, Goose? Oh, we're at Wrigley Field. They threw it back.
They threw it back.
Anybody down in the stands you know? That looks like your daughter down there, Goose. We'll have to get a shot of her.
Terry Kondo doesn't throw them back. You keep pucks, don't you?
Knights come out with it into the Plattsburgh zone. On the far side, Bolrus brings it to the net. Shot, save, Despres, rebound comes in front. Duquette tried to clear it, but it was kept in at the point by Tobrock. Now behind the net. David Hay looks to center, bothered by Duquette. Puck comes loose to the near side. Duquette picks it up. Patel put it onto the stick of Tobrock. Now in front, backhand shot, save, Despres. Pomeroy looks to ice it as the Hornets want a line change. Knights manage to keep it in. Luckin picks it up for the Hornets. Knights got their line change. Plattsburgh
icing.
Down ice. They'll be called for icing. Now Plattsburgh will make their changes. 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the first period. 1-1 the score. Now let's get to the shot of the crowd down there, Goose. Now where is young Goose?
Right there. Young Goosette.
Goosette, that's right. Now the Knights have it. Carpenter plays it in behind the net. Miller comes in to help out for Plattsburgh. Now Despres picks it up. Despres stood up nicely on the play by Guds. That's one thing you'll notice when these two teams hook up, Dewey, is that when a white jersey hits a black jersey, you get a roar out of one side. And when a black jersey hits the white jersey, you get a roar out of the other side. Knights steal it. Puck comes loose in front. Despres picks it up. Despres across the blue line. Still controls. Gets knocked to the ice by Guds. Near side pass. Jason Cummings. Across the blue line. Dumps it in. Sherman goes after it. Now it comes free to Ryan Miller. He couldn't clear it. 5:35 remaining here in the period. Puck comes into Despres. He sweeps it behind the net right to a Seton player. Carter collides with Matt Myers. Puck comes out to center. And it's dumped back in by Bolrus. Mitchell after it for Plattsburgh. Gets it to Matt Myers. Far side for Ryan Miller. He brings it across the blue line. Looks to get around the defenseman. Stood up in the play. Luckin comes in to help out. Now he falls down. Luckin gets it back. Takes the shot. Lankto makes the save, and we get a whistle. That's the first shot for Plattsburgh in quite some time. I think that may be the first shot since the Despres goal.
Yeah.
5:02 remaining here in the first period. 1-1 the score. Face-off comes up to the right of Langto. Matt Luckin to take the face-off for the Hornets. Knights bring it out to center. Dumped in by David Hayes. Strange bounce right out in front. Fortunately for the Hornets, Duquette was there. Now Luckin tries to move around the defenseman Kupal. Picks it up in the corner. Jolin plays it back for Patel. Kupal picks it up for Seton. 4.5 to go, first period. Tied at 1.
No.
Played up to center. Knights control it there. Now they dump it into the Plattsburgh zone. Who gets to it first? That's number 11, Todd Kupel. Center's one in front. Goaltender down, and it's shot wide by Carpenter. Luckin clears it from in front. Carter shot one wide. Knights have it in the corner. They look for the man breaking to the net, and that one is deflected wide. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first period. And what has been a, thus far, penalty-free first period. 3-on-2 for Plattsburgh. That's broken up by Carter. Now it's 3-on-2 for Seton. Carter drops it back. Controlled by the Knights. That one deflects wide. In the corner, they center one. Despres pounces on it. And we get a whistle with 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first period. Again, tied at 1, Dewey. Good end-to-end action.
I think the Plattsburgh got the momentum. They've got Seton a little rattled at this point.
You still think it's going to be 6-2?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the depth is going to pay off. It's going to show in the third period, Rick. We're skating real hard right now.
Wouldn't want to put a pizza up on that score, would you? I'll take Plattsburgh in 4 goals for a pizza. Now, there's a problem with the gate at the Plattsburgh players' box.
That's been going on. It's been going on pretty much the whole first period.
Not shutting properly?
Yeah.
Now we get one of the attendants here at the Crate Center quickly on the job, trying to make a quick repair to that. So it appears as though we're going to have a brief delay as they make a quick equipment repair here at the Crate Center. 3:35 remaining here in the first period. We are tied at 1. Okay, Dewey, we're back, ready to play. You know who finally ended up fixing that door?
I wasn't watching.
Dan Zimmerman.
The old kick it with a leg maneuver. When screwdrivers don't work, kick it, right?
.330 remaining here in the first period. Game is tied at 1. Knights have it. Center one. Goes over to the far side where Miller picks it up. Played behind the net. Pomeroy for Matt Myers. Far side. Pass was behind Despres. He picks it up at center. Now it's lost to Greg King. Pomeroy plays it off the glass to center. Knights come right back in. And Jan Sherman sends it right back out. 2:55 first period. Despres tries to move around the defenseman Dumas. He'll take it in behind his own net. Despres ran him into the boards. He's got to rise out of the crowd. Looked like a pretty average check to me. Nonetheless, the crowd like it.
Here we go.
Despres.
Little
Despres moves in, and he shot one wide. And we're going to have our first power play of the game as an elbowing penalty has been called on Alex Carter.
Well, it's good good to know that the Saranac Lake referees know what elbowing is.
Plattsburgh gets the power play. First opportunity of the game for either clubs. Comes with 2:24 remaining in the period. Knights rifle it down to the Plattsburgh zone. Despres out of the net. And Eric Pomeroy has it for Plattsburgh. Near side for Jolin. Across the blue line, Jolin waits. Still waits. Fans on the pass. Far side for Despres. Back to the point.
Give it back to him. Give it back to him. Take a shot.
Shot off the post. Despres. Pomeroy. Jolin's open on the near side. They didn't get it to him in time. Pomeroy now at the blue line. Takes the shot. That deflects outside the zone. 35 seconds left in the power play. 1:29 in the period. Face-off just inside the Seton blue line, and Plattsburgh's wasting a lot of time out there. Don't you think?
Are we on here? Yeah, they've got to shoot.
Luckin for Pomeroy. Back to Luckin. Takes it to the net. Shot. Kick save by Langto. 20 seconds of the power play. Pomeroy plays it in.
Get it over.
Jolin.
Now.
Luckin shot wide. Bouncing puck. Despres couldn't handle it. Luckin does. Luckin and Guds fight for it. Despres comes out with it. Luckin fell down. Still gets in front. Knights look to clear, but they played into the stands. That one nearly could have been called a delay of game penalty.
Absolutely.
As it was fairly obvious what Corey Juneau intended to do, and he rifled it into the fans. 4 seconds remaining on the power play. .58 seconds in the first period. Knights get the face-off. That will kill the power play for Plattsburgh. Carter came directly out of the penalty box and played the puck. So they'll whistle it down with 50 seconds remaining and bring the face-off at the top of the face-off circle to the right of Zeke Langto. .40 seconds remaining. Carter looks to clear. Now to center. Kupal across the blue line. Takes the shot. Oh, way wide. 30 seconds, first period. Hornets get it out to center. Knights with a shot. Saved by Despres. Cummings goes after it in the corner. Puck comes back to Carter with 10 seconds. That one bounces in on Despres, makes the save. Played over to the far side. Kobus with it for Plattsburgh. He brings it right out in front. That's a dangerous move with 5 seconds remaining. From the point, Knights move in. Control, shot, save, Despres at the buzzer. And with this third line out on the ice for Plattsburgh, some anxious moments to end the third period.
Well, they're going to have to hit the ice. They've got to see some ice time because those first two lines can't sustain that kind of pressure the whole game.
As you see the Hornets headed back to their locker room, we'll quickly recap the scoring for you. Seton breaks on top, 4:55 into the game. Corey Carpenter gives his team the 1-0 lead, but on an absolute fantastic shot from Dan Despres, with Ryan Miller picking up an assist. That goal came at 6:52 and tied the game at 1. Dewey, your impressions of that first period?
I felt Plattsburgh had the better play. I think that the passing coming out of the zone has been excellent. Heads-up play, we're forechecking with one forechecker. We're keeping 2 men back, so we're not getting caught. Keep on that type of game plan, and maybe Goose is going to be right about this game. But we can't change that game plan.
Second period action is coming up after 1. It's the Knights and the Hornets tied at 1. Ready to go with second period action. Dewey has found the restroom to get himself warm.
Yeah.
I'm still here with my short sleeve shirt on. 1-1 is the score. A very entertaining first period of hockey. Folks downstairs still talking about that shot from Dan Despres.
You won't find a better shot.
Shots on goal in that first period, 9-5 in favor of Seton Catholic. And the Knights quickly come in with it. A backhander is set wide from Cummings. He went hard into the boards after he fell down. Now Myers over to the near side. Ryan Miller controls it. Centers one, and Myers didn't get any wood on it. Knights come back across the blue line. Cummings drops it back. Shot, save, Despres, rebound comes right back out. Played in behind the net by Jesse Bolrus. Pomeroy blocked it and plays it to center. Dumped in behind the net by Duquette.
Oh.
Miller might have gone to the wrong side. Is that what you were awing about?
Yeah. Well, we had a chance right there. If we go around the other side of the net, we got a shot. He could have passed it out. Despres was wide open.
Puck back into the Plattsburgh High School zone. Eric Pomeroy.
Give it to him.
Despres played off his stick. Lankto comes to play it out to the defenseman, Greg King.
Oh.
King intercepts a pass, moves in. He was bothered by Sherman. Greg King in the corner. Waits, brings it in.
There it is.
Open. Can he get it up? No. Kyle Sweenor had the whole net to shoot at as Despres was down, but he didn't get it up enough and ended up hitting him in the mask. Now in the corner.
There it is.
Back
there it is.
Sherman.
Yes. Oh.
Wide. Luckin. He's knocked off the puck. Mitchell keeps it in. Played behind the net into the corner. Kupal picks it up for Seton. Dumped back in by Jolin. Patel fights for it along with Juno. Sweenor comes in to help out. Now it comes loose to the near side. Knights bring it up to center. 12:40 remaining. Second period. 1-1 the score. Hornets can't clear. Played in front. Now back into the corner. David Hay centers one. Luckin broke it up. Hay gets it back. Brings it out in front. Shot deflects onto the back mesh. And face-off will be coming up to the right of Despres. 12:16 remaining here in the second. 1-1 the score. And I'll ask you again. Do you still think Seton is going to get 6 goals on Brian Despres?
Yes. Third period is going to tell in this game. Plattsburgh keeps playing the way they are. Seton's depth is going to take over.
Here comes Dan Despres across the blue line. Plays it too far for Matt Myers. He gets knocked into the boards. Puck comes back to Pomeroy in front. Despres waited, and it was blocked in front. I still think those 4 goals you gave me are looking awful good. I'll be having pepperoni pizza later tonight.
There it is.
Front.
Oh!
Didn't get a shot off.
He did get tripped, but I think the Seton player was playing the puck, though.
It's been a very clean game, Dewey.
Absolutely. Good hockey game.
Incidents at all. Just the one penalty so far.
Uh-oh.
They have it. They try to wrap it around. Goaltender is down. They score. Both Seton goals have come where Despres was down, and he just couldn't get back to his feet on that one. Very, very poor effort to try to stop that one. If he plays like that, they might get 6.
Well, you can't let him walk around and come in that close.
The goal comes at 3:33.
Whenever there's a man open in front of the net, somebody's not doing their job.
Todd Kupow gets credit for the goal. Now the Knights have it in their own zone. Played up to center. Far side, Corey Juneau. Could not move around Mitchell. Now in the corner. Sweenorth to the point. Good shot, score.
Well, that shot was, it was a nice shot. It was on the ice. He didn't react to it.
If he keeps his stick on the ice, he stops it. Knights send it down ice, and they'll be called for icing. It was a good low shot from Guds. If he had the stick on the side up against the goalpost, that would not have gone in because it rattled in off the side of the post and went up into the left corner. And it gives Seton the 3-1 lead. Seton with 2 shots on goal in this period, and both have gone in.
See, we can't play that kind of hockey.
Luckin comes in across the blue line. Controls it. Waits. Centers one. Jolin didn't get there in time to get a shot off. Knights come in with it. Pomeroy let Luckin play it. He lost it. Despres comes out with a stick to poke it up for Jolin. Now Luckin has Patel on his right. Moves across the blue line and has it poke checked away. Knights drop it back. Shot saved by Despres.
You know the difference between Seton and Plattsburgh? Seton shoots the puck. Plattsburgh doesn't.
It looks in this period that Plattsburgh has come out with a lot of players trying to be individual performers.
You got it.
They forgot the team concept that they had in the first period. .9:45 remaining. And the face-off will be at the left of Brian Despres. Next up for the Hornets, they will be traveling to the Schenectady area to take on Shenendehowa, amongst others, in the Shenendehowa tournament. And yes, folks, they will be battling up against Eric Johnson, Dewey's all-time favorite hockey player. Despres brings it across the blue line. Now it's played back to the point. Despres has it, moves in, doesn't get off a shot. 9:15 remaining. Back to the point. Sherman, shot blocked by the Knights. Comes right into Lanko off the boards, and he covers up. Despres got sent to the ice after the whistle. gets a rise out of the Seton fans. Dewey, we've been flooded with mail the last few days. People wanting to see the television miniseries, The Return of the Perk, starring Gary Coleman. Starts as a humble boy in Lake Placid, moving on to Atlanta, Detroit.
Well, if we could ever find Coach Hanley, maybe you could give me some help. He still hasn't shown up, though, has he?
No. I think he might have gone south for the winter. Conversation going
Is
on.
he looking for the Tampa job, maybe?
Yeah, Sam Weiss has got a firm grasp on that job. Off the draw, the Knights come out with it. 3-on-2. Across the blue line. Juno. Centers one. King had a chance but didn't get wood on it. Sweenor, shot blocked. Comes outside the zone. 8:50 remaining in the period. Jan Sherman with it for Plattsburgh. Played to the near side. Centering pass. And King again had the open net but didn't get his stick on it. Now behind the play, an interference penalty called on Jan Sherman. And the Knights will have their first effort on the power play.
We had a pretty good 3-on-2 going.
Eight minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the second period. The Knights have enjoyed command of this period. They've outscored Plattsburgh 2-0 and lead the game 3-1.
And have the momentum right now. They're playing with more confidence. We're a man down. They got their top line on there.
And again, you get a situation where the next goal is very crucial. If Seton goes up 4-1, Mass is over, put away your hymnals, as they like to say at Seton Catholic. If Plattsburgh gets it, still a good hockey game. Now the Knights move in with it. Kupal into the corner. Glenn Kupal with it now. Back to the point. Carter. Back to Glenn Kupal. Centers one shot. 6. Save by Despres. Behind the net. Knights control. Center. They poke at it. Puck comes loose to the near side. Studs plays it back for Kupal. Centering shot, score. Power play goal. And it's 4-1. Plattsburgh, Dewey, just is not physical enough to beat this Seton team.
No.
Plain and simple.
It's called depth. You don't have depth. You can't play two lines and two defensemen for 3 periods of high school hockey playing against a good team. We don't have that depth.
Knights come right back. 4-1 the score. You might be having pizza later on. Miller fanned on the pass. Duquette plays it out to the Seton zone. Midway through the second period. Myers stole one. Dishes off to Miller. Walks around Carter. But a nice job by Trudeau to come back and break up the scoring opportunity. Now we've got a penalty. This one being called against Seton. And it will give the Hornets their second power play opportunity of the hockey game. And a chance to cut the Seton deficit to 2.
He really needs this next. They need a goal desperately right now. Plattsburgh can't go into the third period down 3 goals.
Jolin with it for Plattsburgh. To the point. Miller back to Jolin. They seem to be moving a little quicker this time. Despres didn't control the bouncing pass. Puck goes into Lanko. Net has come off its mooring. .46 remaining in the period. 1:16 in the power play for Plattsburgh. Face-off will be at the right of the Seton netminder. Hornets bring it back to the point. Luckin with it. Now Dan Despres. Played it for Pomeroy, but he didn't see it coming. Knights now come in. There's the shot. Wide to the far side. Kupal plays it in behind the net, and the Knights will pick it up again. Now Pomeroy steals the pass. This is Jolin. Across the blue line. Jolin shot it wide. Back out to center. Despres for the Hornets. Brings it across the line. 35 seconds in the power play. And good job by the Knights. Todd Kupal diving at it to send it down to the Plattsburgh zone. Pomeroy with it for Plattsburgh. His pass finds a white jersey, and the Knights bring it right back in. 15 in the power play. Played to center.
Oh.
Now Jolin for the Hornets. Both teams back at full strength. 5.5 remaining in the period. 4-1. 3 goals in this second period. Jan Sherman put it onto the stick of King. And he tried to find the other forward breaking in. Kobus gets knocked off the puck. Two on one. Nice job by Duquette to take the puck away from Corey Juneau. Colburn drops it back for Duquette. This is Colburn's first action in quite some time. Look out. Giveaway right in front of the net. Dumped into the corner. Dumas goes in after it. Now Hay back to the point. Was too far for Carter. Langford
Shot on goal.
plays it up for Boris.
We got a shot on goal on that.
We might have 2 in the period now then. Luckin with it at center. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Uncan Patel did not control the pass from Pomeroy. Knights have it and dump it into the Plattsburgh zone.
There's a chance. 3 on 2.
Patel across the blue line. Drops it back. Jan Sherman with it.
There it is.
Deflected wide by Patel. That was a pretty pass. Penalty coming up on.
Okay, let her rip.
Shot. Blocked. Sherman gets it back. Shoots it on the ice, and the Knights get
got a penalty. Seton's getting another penalty.
That was a nice play there on the part of Jan Sherman. He saw that Patel was wide open and unattended.
Yeah, Jan Sherman is coming on. He's got a strong shot. He's keeping it set up. His kid's come a long way since the beginning of the season, Rick.
3.5 remaining in the period. Plattsburgh with their 3rd power play opportunity.
Do you know if the Plattsburgh has a weight program for the sophomores? And
yeah, they I don't know how extensive it is, but they do have a weight room at the high school that the team works out with. I think some of these Plattsburgh players need to take that Jack LaLanne course of how to be a bully. A lot of these guys went to the beach, they'd all end up with sand.
There it is. Oh! I cut you off, Rick. I thought we had a goal there.
2-on-1 for Seton. They pass it back, and the net has come off. A good scoring opportunity at both ends. .105 remaining in the Plattsburgh power play. 3:05 in the period. And now what?
We got a penalty. A stupido penalty.
Was this on the bench or on Luckin?
No, on Luckin, over harassing the Seton defenseman. And he got caught. Right in front of the official.
I thought I saw him give the unsportsmanlike conduct signal. That's the last thing you want with your team on the power play when you're down 3.
It's amazing how those people at the plexiglass think they're protected. That puck hit somewhere right in the back of the leg. Bounced off the wall and hit him in the back of the leg. The guy standing behind that plexiglass.
Some of the people back here would probably be better off and hit him in the back of the head than the back of the leg. Played back out to center by Jan Sherman. They tie it up. Despres comes in to get it. He fights for it with Kupel. Centering. Despres with a nice blocker save. Then he got run into by the Seton player.
He should. That's right. That was a good call.
Jason Cummings plowed over Brian Despres, and Jason Cummings will go to the penalty box.
That's Colbert, Casey. That's the white.
You've spotted your favorite player in the crowd, do we? Is he wearing a Little Caesars hat? I guess not.
How's Ladville doing? Is he
should be back by the end of the month, within a couple of weeks. Pomeroy with it for the Hornets at center ice. 2:05 remaining. Hornets with a power play. Despres shot. Glove saved by Langto. Two minutes even remaining in the period.
You watch that Seton goaltender tense up when Despres is going to shoot the puck.
Wouldn't you?
He's got his number. All we need to do is get him to get the shot off.
Now both teams at 4 skaters aside for another 20 seconds when Plattsburgh will go back on the power play. Carter, shot, blocked, rebound, King, He falls down, wide open in front. Juneau robbed by Brian Despres. Puck is free. Pomeroy kicks it up for Sherman. Hornets now.
Pomeroy better get his glove on.
Now we've got a hooking penalty being called. And the penalty's going against Seton, and the Seton goaltender Zeke Langto thought it was against Plattsburgh. He went to the bench. So if Plattsburgh would have been able to pick up that puck, they had the open net to shoot it.
You got that right.
That's called falling asleep in your own zone. So Plattsburgh with a two-man advantage for 33 seconds. And it would be a very big momentum boost going to the locker room, Dewey, if they can get a goal here.
Well, minute to go. You got to get the puck down in the Seton zone and get a... There we go.
2-on-1. Despres moves in. Drops it back. Jolin to Pomeroy.
Got a man open. Let it go. Shoot it.
Shot. Deflect.
There.
Save. Rebound.
There.
Oh! And the goal comes with still 15 seconds remaining on one of the penalties. So Plattsburgh's still going to have a power play for a minute 12 seconds.
Yeah. We need to get the puck in Seton's end, get a face-off, put our 5 best players on the ice. Or doesn't matter who's playing what position. Just get the 5 best stick handlers out there and get another goal.
So it cuts the Seton lead down to 2. And the Hornets will round out this period, barring a goal on the power play. We'll wait and pick up the official announcement on the goal. Now Luckin with it. Puck comes outside the zone. Pomeroy's got to be careful here. Here comes a 2-on-none. And boy, they certainly messed that one up.
Bad pass. We get another penalty.
Coming up on Seton. Ryan Miller plays it in behind the net. Strange bounce right out in front. Who's going to get to it? Now the Knights pick it up. Tripping penalty goes against Seton. In a situation like that, when you're down 2 goals, I would just as soon see Plattsburgh just give Seton the puck and let him touch it. That's why you got more time with 2 men on advantage. They only lost a few seconds by trying to move it down ice.
We're in the best situation we've been in the whole hockey game.
Too bad there's only 29 seconds left in the period. So another 2-man advantage for Plattsburgh.
There it is.
Away in front, shot! Goal!
Yeah!
And it's 4-3. What a shot from Mike Jolin.
You got that right.
Beat Langto over the left shoulder. Went in and out quicker than you can say Dewey Perkins. And all of a sudden, what was a 3-goal lead for Seton is now a 1-goal lead for Seton. And Plattsburgh still with a minute 25 on the power play, which could very well carry into the 3rd period.
Well, it's interesting, Rick, when Seton has control of the game and they get one penalty after another, 4-3, they're working themselves into a me buying you a pizza.
Hornets dump it in, and the Knights quickly play it down ice with 14 seconds remaining. We've got another penalty being called on Seton. Give it to him. Matt Luckin got belted to the ice by one of the Seton players. Again, Dewey, a penalty well behind the play. So Plattsburgh will start the 3rd period with a 2-man advantage for 61 seconds.
Yes, indeed.
What a drastic change we've seen. Seton dominating play for the first 13 minutes. Then they started taking the penalties, and Plattsburgh has really got Old Mo on their side going to the third.
And all Plattsburgh has to do is revert back to how they were playing in the first period. The good, crisp passing, the 1-4 checker, and they're back in this hockey game.
After 2, it's Seton Catholic 4 and Plattsburgh High School 3. It's been a great game so far. We hope you'll stay with us as the third period is still to come. Third period action from the Creighton Memorial Civic Center. MSM Sports coverage of Plattsburgh High School hockey. The Hornets taking on the Knights. 4-3 the score in favor of Seton Catholic. The good news, if you're a Plattsburgh fan, your team will start out on the power play for the third period. It will be a 5-on-3 for the first 61 seconds. And I think you'd have to say here, Dewey, that if Plattsburgh scores on this power play, odds are make them the favorite to win the game. But if they don't score, that's going to give them momentum back to Seton, and Seton would probably win it. Agreed?
Oh, absolutely.
Hornets dump it in. Comes back to the point. Luckin lost it. Todd Kupal takes the shot. Despres makes the save. 40 seconds in the two-man. Dan Despres.
Let one rip, Dan.
Across the blue line. Waits.
You've got new ice. Shoot it.
Jolin. Shot. Blocked in front. They're wasting too much time. Jolin gets it back. Wide open shot. Save. Rebound comes out in front. We've got another penalty coming up on Seton. I don't believe it. Jolin. Despres. Shot. Score! They score! And they tied it up! Holy cow!
That was quick hands. That was a beautiful reaction to that puck right on his stick. And we still got a man advantage. And as you say, Seton had another penalty, but that goal nullifies it. But there's still a man down.
Well, there'll still be two men.
Two men down for 1 second.
Guds has gone into the penalty box. So they're over on the far side discussing who they're going to keep in and who they're going to send out. What they're doing, they're taking the 1 second off. That's a huge 1 second. As Cummings comes out of the box, and Guds is going to have to serve the penalty that was called on him. So Plattsburgh still doing with a two-man advantage for another 30 seconds. Plus, they'll have the single advantage for 60 seconds after that.
Well, if ever there was a golden opportunity, here it is.
Dewey, pepperoni, and extra cheese. Hornets have tied it.
Oh.
Now they bring it across the blue line. 10 seconds of the two-man advantage. Despres in the corner. Drops it to Luckin. Back to Despres. Despres controls. Eric Pomeroy with it now. The Knights get one man back. 50 seconds.
Shoot it!
Jolin centered one, but it went right to a Seton player. Nice job by Ryan Miller to poke it away. Luckin in front. Spin shot blocked. Knights still can't clear. Langto comes out of the net. He put it right under the stick of Matt Luckin. Drops it back to Despres. Despres for Jolin. And the Knights intercept it and send it down ice. And Despres was wise to try to get it over to Jolin because for a brief second he was wide open. 20 seconds on the power play for Plattsburgh. They've tied the game at 1. At 4, rather. Despres across the blue line. Dishes off. Might have gotten away with a slash. Has the puck. Dishes off, and it was broken up in front. Now back at full strength. Despres waits. To Luckin. In front. Jolin. Shot. Wide. Luckin. Despres. Shot deflects wide. Miller. Kovas. In front. Knights have it and will ice the puck. Minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the third period. 4-4 the score.
They could have gotten another penalty there too.
Knights come out 4-on-2. Cross the blue line. Kupal splits defenders. Centers one. Despres covers up with it. 11:53 remaining. 4-4 the score. And if you had told me that Seton would go on top 4-1 in the second period, playing as well as Seton did and as poorly as Plattsburgh played, I would have never believed that Plattsburgh would have come back to tie it.
What I can't believe is they're still out there getting penalties after they just come out of the what had to be a little chewing out by the Seton coach.
Goods dumps it in. Dumas tried to poke it in off the rebound. Now Luckin brings it around the net. He stood up on the play. Nice look to center. Luckin gets it. Unkin Patel. Jolin. Shot. Saved by Lengto. Luckin broke that one up. A giveaway. Patel lost his stick. Looks like an old roller derby move. Knights come out with it.
Oh,
that one very well could have been a penalty as Patel came out with a skate to try to trip one of the Seton players. Got to play smart in a tie game, do it. That was not smart. 10:50 remaining in the third period. 4-all. Duquette plays it off the back of his own net, gets it back. Puck does not come out. Carpenter dumps it into the corner. Go ahead, Dewey.
Well, it's just throw it around the boards play doesn't work all the time.
Plattsburgh needs a line change. They're tired. Shot from the point. Save. Despres comes out in front. Luckin tries to clear and does so. Now they'll get the line change.
Watch out for too many men.
Look out here. Knights. Carter moves in. Shot deflected. 10-10 remaining. Third period. Jan Sherman plays one off the boards. Goes all the way down ice. Will it go through the crease? Missed it by that much. And the Hornets call for icing with an even 10 minutes remaining in the period. Dewey, it's 4-4. I'm going to give you a second chance at a prediction. What's the final score going to be?
6-4.
Okay. Oh, you're sticking with the sticks. You said 6-2.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Goose, your second chance. You sticking with Plattsburgh?
I'm going to stick with Plattsburgh.
Off the draw. Despres comes out in front. He's being held up by Sweetor. Now a headlock in there with another penalty. And what we're seeing in this game, compared to the last game, is the tactics that Seton used in the first game. They're trying again now, and this time the penalties are being called.
Oh, yeah. That was... I don't know what's wrong with that Seton team. They don't have their head on right tonight. They've had a penalty every 2 minutes of this third period.
And the last part.
And the last part, yeah. Well, Lucken.
Interference penalty on Plattsburgh against Ryan Miller.
Ryan Miller, okay.
Well, you knew
that was a stupid.
With all the penalties,
stupid.
with all the penalties being called on Plattsburgh against Seton for Plattsburgh, that if anything close, that's going to be called, because the penalties were very one-sided to this point in favor of the Hornets, with Seton. I'd say maybe 4 or 5 more penalties than Plattsburgh. So it'll even things up with 9:38 remaining. Off the face-off, Carter with a shot. Despres juggled it and made the save.
Cool heads have to prevail in these kind of games, and I don't see Seton with any resemblance of the team that they were that I saw play against Canton a couple weeks ago.
Carter's shot goes wide, far side. Kupal comes into the corner with it. Looks to center, holds onto it, drops it back to the point. Carter, shot, blocked by Dan Despres. Tried to clear it. Kupal got to it first, though. Moves in around Sherman. Puck comes free. Sherman plays it off the boards. Hornets try to bring it out to center. They can't do it. Matt Myers for Pomeroy. Across the blue line. Dumped into the corner. 8:55 remaining. 45 and 37 respectively in the penalties. Pass went off the skate of Cummings, and Seton Catholic called for icing. For the score. The Knights had a 4-1 lead, but then Plattsburgh with 3 straight unanswered. That's redundant. Straight unanswered. 3 power play goals. Tie it at 4. King with it. Pass was too far for Sweenor. Pomeroy dumps it back in. Langto out of the net. Leaves it for Guds. Dumped back in by Jolin. Broken up at center by Lucken. Knights on the power play for 5 seconds. Puck comes outside. Out the zone, and they are called on the offside. Hornets now back at full strength. 8 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the third period. Overtime looms.
Overtime means that you missed your bowling commitment.
That's true. I'm supposed to start in 15 minutes.
You got yourself spread pretty thin tonight, Rick.
Played up to center. Knights dump it in. Usually, though, they can play a game in an hour and 45 minutes. This has been a long game. I think maybe the Zamboni here at the crate needs a tune-up. Doesn't go fast enough. Shot in front. Despres couldn't control it. Cleared by Sherman. That one deflects to the near boards. Kupal with it in the corner. Patel and Dumas fight for it. Lucken comes in to help out. 7:20 remaining, third period, 4-all. Lucken across the blue line. Tries to split defenders. And Guds comes out with it for Seton Catholic. Dumped in by the Knights. They'll make a line change, as will Plattsburgh. 6:50, third period, 4-4. Pomeroy at center. Far side. Passed a bit too far for Ryan Miller. In behind the net. Carter plays it too far for Kupal. Pomeroy slices one back in. Miller gets it to Despres.
Shoot it, Dan.
Shot wide. 6.5 to go, third period. Myers tried to center. Knights play it back out. Sherman quickly goes after it. Far side. Despres picks it up. Look out. Dangerous pass in front. Fortunately, Myers was there to send it down ice, but Plattsburgh called for the icing with 6:10 remaining in the third period. 4-4 the score. The last few years when these two teams have hooked up, when they played at the field house, Seton has won convincingly. But when they've played here, Plattsburgh has won in a close game. Will tradition carry through to 1993? Stay with us. The final 6 minutes and 10 seconds will tell us the answer. Unkin Patel to take the face-off against Sweenor. From the point, that will deflect wide. In front, goaltender is down. King shot wide. In the corner, Sweenor back to Juneau. Jolin there to poke it out to center. Patel chases after it. He knocks Juneau to the ice. King at center, dumps it in. Penalties behind the play. I think they'll go against both teams, as Unkin Patel was dicing it up with Corey Juneau. So this shouldn't affect the manpower advantage. Now they apparently have called a second penalty on Plattsburgh. Or have they? They've still got the door to the Plattsburgh bench open. So they have called 2 penalties on Plattsburgh against Patel. Kim Hokinson will come off the box and serve the penalty. And good scoring opportunity here for Seton Catholic as they'll get the power play with
amazing
5.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Off the draw, puck comes into the Plattsburgh zone. Pomeroy goes after it with Kupal. Kupal comes out with it, drops it back for Guggs, played into the corner. From the point, Carter with a shot that's blocked by Despres. Comes back to Carter. He takes the shot. Blocker saved by Despres. Rebound goes to Sherman. He fanned on an attempt to send it down ice. And they tie it up with 57 seconds remaining in the power play for Seton Catholic and 5:06 remaining in the third period. Tied at 4. Plattsburgh, if they're going to win this game, Dewey, they're going to have to avoid taking penalties like they just did.
Oh, no doubt about it.
What did you think of that penalty, Goose?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I know you saw it. I heard what you said on that other side of the camera. Guggs with it. Centers one. Deflects behind the net. Kupal. Drops it back to Todd Kupal. Now to the point. Carter, shot, wide. Guggs, shot, wide. 40 seconds of the power play. Glenn Kupal, back to Carter. Guggs, into the corner with it. Nice wait. Find Kupal near side, shot, wide. Goes to Guggs. 20 seconds. And Jolin is there to swipe it down ice. By Plattsburgh, the one guy I'm worried about, especially here for Seton, is Carter with that blistering shot from the point.
Oh, yeah.
Cummings. Across the blue line. Hornets now back at full strength. Shot score. The goal comes at 10 minutes and 57 seconds. And I've got to question Plattsburgh's strategy of sending Kim Hokinson out there to serve that penalty. The penalty boxes are on the far side, so by the time the player gets back to the box, the player's box, and the other player gets back into that area, you've given the other team an extra 15, 16 seconds of power play opportunity. That's what happened there, and that's why the Knights have the lead.
That's exactly a good observation, and also putting Dan Despres down with only 4 minutes to go, sitting him out for 2 minutes to rest up, and we got nobody to control the puck.
So it's 5-4 Seton. Puck comes free to Despres. To Myers. Despres, shot blocked. Knights come back. King looks for the man in front. Swept away by Despres. Played back to the point. Duquette kept it in. Ryan Miller tried to find Myers. Juneau broke it up. Now Sweeter sends it out to center. 3:20 remaining in the third.
There
Miller
you go.
Takes it away.
Center it.
Centers one. In front. Now Despres in the corner. He tries to move around one man. He's knocked it to the boards. The Knights have it. Cummings tries to move around Pomeroy. Nice job by Eric to break it up. Near side, rather. Myers moves around one man. Moves around two men. Takes it to the net. Shot score! What a great play by Matt Myers! He went border to border and coast to coast. Walked around three Seton defensemen like they were pylons. And it's 5-5. That may be the best individual effort we've seen all year long. From Matt Myers, a great play. And it's 5-5. 2:48 remaining.
I think everybody thought he was going to pass that puck. Dan Despres was coming in the slot, including the Seton goaltender. It was a nice, beautiful shot. He had about 2 inches to put that puck in. And now you're really going to be late for bowling.
That's all great defense. Kupel moves around Patel. Moves around Luckett. And Kupel tries to go border to border. Now Luckett for Plattsburgh. Up the center for Jolin. 2-on-1. Now behind the play, we have penalties. Eric Pomeroy for Plattsburgh. And Glenn Kupel for Seton Catholic. Both will go to the box. And that nullifies a good 2-on-1 scoring chance for Plattsburgh.
You've got to put Despres out there on defense. They got to put him out there.
Is it too soon, though, to put out Despres? Wouldn't you want to wait for the last...
No, you got to put him on the ice. There's nobody out there that can stick handle right now. There's nobody out there. Luckin's the only one. I'm talking on defense, Rick.
Knights have it. Alex Carter with the puck. 2:15 remaining in the hockey game. 5-5 the score. Sweeter across the blue line. Duquette and Luckin collided with each other. Luckin controls it, brings it out to center. Dumps it in.
There's your next Dan Despres for Plattsburgh, is that Luckin.
Now behind the net, Jolin lost his stick. Juneau up to center. Moving across the blue line. Moves around Duquette, falls to the ice. Jolin got bowled over. Luckin goes down at center. 1:25 remaining. Now Plattsburgh wants a whistle. In front, Sherman tries to clear, can't do it. Guz keeps it in. 1:10 remaining, third period. Despres pokes it into the corner.
There it is.
Shot score.
You could see that one coming a mile away. It's happened 6 times tonight. Free man in the slot. They're not picking them up.
I think Despres was a bit too concerned with trying to get the, trying to move the puck himself. Played it into the corner. A Knight player picked it up immediately. Set it in front, and by the time Despres had a chance to set himself, puck was behind him, and it's 6-5. "66 seconds remaining in the hockey game. Carter sends it in. Despres makes the save. Hornets will look to get the face-off in the Seton zone so they can get Despres to the bench. Dan Despres lost it to King. Dishes off. Open in front. Shot score. Knights with a 7-5 lead. 50 seconds to go. This one's over. It's not 4, though. I'm still up in the pizza category. And the Plattsburgh fans are making a mass exodus to the door. King dumps it in. Knights coming, goes after it behind the net. He's ridden into the boards by Sherman. Played out to center. Hornets dump it into the Seton zone, but they'll be called for icing with 23 seconds to go. And Dewey, quite frankly, as bad as Plattsburgh has played in this hockey game, I'm surprised it was even this close.
Well, they had a great first period. Seton helped them out in the second period. The third period, they had a few lapses, but basically Plattsburgh, they were scored in that slot area all night, and we're not picking up that open man in the slot, and that's why the score is 7 for Seton right now. That's why Phil Esposito was so good. Nobody ever covered him in the slot. He couldn't skate. He never left the slot.
23 seconds remain in the hockey game. Round 2 of the City Championship Bowl will go to Seton. Played to center. Myers dumps it in. Five seconds to go in the hockey game. Knights with it at center. Dumped in by Guz. And that'll do it. Knights come out of the bench to mob their goaltender. And Seton victorious 7-5. 1-1 after the first period. Seton goes on top 4-1 in the second. And then they start taking the penalties. 4-3 after 2. Plattsburgh ties it just a minute in to make it 4-4. Seton takes the lead 5-4 midway through the period. Plattsburgh quickly answers to tie it at 5, but then 2 late goals in the final couple minutes give the victory to Seton Catholic. But I think if you had to look at all the plays in this game tonight, Dewey, by far the best play of the night, the play of the game, or play of the day, whatever you want to call it, depending on what network you're watching, would have to be that great individual effort by Matt Myers, getting the game-tying goal for Plattsburgh, the 5th goal.
Oh yeah, and I especially like the first goal that Dan Despres got when he got that beautiful pass from Myers coming out of the zone. That was probably, I guess, one of the most accurate passes I've seen while we saw this game.
In terms of disappointing play for Plattsburgh, they really did not get a good game out of the defenseman tonight, and they did not get a good game out of the goaltender.
No, not a great game, but geez, Rick, the goaltender's got 4 or 5 bodies in front of him. It's hard to see those pucks.
Plattsburgh High School loses to Seton Catholic 7-5 in front of a good crowd, a late arriving crowd here at the Crate Memorial Civic Center. We want to thank our cameraman tonight, Goose Dan Reeves Gagnon. Goose has changed his middle name to Dan Reeves. Goose's fine job on camera tonight, as well as our analyst for all Plattsburgh High School hockey games, Dewey Perkins. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast in spite of the outcome, and that outcome, once again, Seton Catholic 7 and Plattsburgh High School 5. For Goose Gagnon and Dewey Perkins, I'm Rick Knowles. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching tonight's action. Next week, we will begin a 3-part series looking at the City of Plattsburgh Little League program with 3 straight games, including the City Championship, played at the old Little League field at Bailey Avenue. See you then.